questions that I get asked all the time is, Susan, how do I prevent customers from ghosting me? I have a great conversation with a prospect. I have the car that they want, and they even set up an appointment. And then crickets, right? They totally left you on red. So what happened? Welcome to another episode of The Human Code, where we redefine sales through the human connection, where we strip down that sales transaction to what really matters at the end of the day, those timeless communication skills. I'm Susan Gaytan. Today we're talking about something that every salesperson, every professional, I don't care what you sell. Matter of fact, every human being has experienced at one point in time, and that's being ghosted. You get your hopes up about something and then you got nothing. Well, people don't just disappear because they don't care. They disappear because something didn't feel right. Maybe they felt pressure. Maybe they didn't fully trust your process. Maybe, just maybe, they didn't feel like you understood them. See, ghosting isn't rejection, it's avoidance. It's the human brain saying, this feels weird and I don't know how to say no, so I'm just gonna say nothing at all. And low-key, I used to take this silence personally, but it wasn't about me, and it's not about you either. It's about how we make the customer feel. When people sense that your goal is to sell, rather than to help them, their instinct is gonna kick in most of the time. They just wanna protect their time, their money, their peace of mind. What's wild is that people do this subconsciously, without even thinking about it. Why? Because it's not a decision, it's a reaction. So how do we bridge that trust gap? Even if you've sent a confirmation video, right? You've checked every box, you've pulled up the car. Well, you can't force trust. You can only earn it in little micro moments, and it all starts with that first conversation. So here are 3 things that you have to include in every conversation if you want to avoid being ghosted. Number 1, transparency. Being transparent means you are honest and straightforward. You're not on autopilot. You don't sound like a robot. You're actually listening and giving them real answers. And you also want to tell them exactly what your intention is. So for example, you don't just want to call and say, are you still on the market? No. Try something like, I want to make sure that you and your wife have all of the information you need to make the best decision. Is there anything else that I can provide you guys that would help? That's clarity and urgency. It's not pressure. And then the second thing you want to do is display empathy. This is huge today. You got to really understand where people are coming from. When someone says $500 a month, they really mean $500 a month. Write it down, echo their words. Let them know that you understand them, that they're not alone. Make them feel safe enough to be honest with you. If they like you, then they're going to respect your time. Even if that honesty means, hey, I'm not ready just yet. Can you call me back in a couple of days? And then the last thing you want to do is stay curious, okay? Stay curious. Don't be afraid to ask one more question, but make it a smart one. When someone goes quiet on you, instead of assuming the worst and reverting to, are you still in the market? Try something like, if you could put your finger on the one thing that's keeping you from moving forward, what would it be? That question is awesome, and it will get people to respond because it removes all judgment. And here's the truth, guys. Trust is not built through a clever word track or a comeback or even experience. It's built through little micro moments of safety when people realize that you're not just trying to sell them a car. You're trying to understand them, and that you can have a sense of urgency about any day. So here's your simple human habit of the week. Before every call, every email, every conversation, repeat to yourself, my goal is to truly understand this person and to make them feel good enough to come in and see me. And that is the human code. We'll see you next time.